Hello, lovelies. This morning's oracle cards from the Citadel of Fantasy Oracle. So, are we feeling uninspired? Like we're just everything we do, nothing turns out right. It's all feeling forced and just you can't figure out why you can't get anything done and you don't know where to look and where to start to look. If this is feeling familiar or if it's something that you resonate with, stick around because this message is for you. Today's collective message is that of the Tailor in reverse, which on the upright position 4-4 on the clock is attention to detail and pride. Here in the reverse sense, it's feeling like everything you're trying to put out is missing the mark somehow. You don't have any experience on what to do and how to relate to this because you've probably never focused on this kind of thing before, whether it's a relationship, an opportunity, a job, or just how to relate with yourself and the world as you're trying to do better by yourself, right? This is uncharted territory, if you will. And so here you're feeling just frustrated with, you have the right intentions, your goals are set, but the astronomer here on this side, the astronomer on this side here is saying it's time to look for signs. Stop looking for results and start looking for the signs that things are working. It's taking a look back, looking at things from the perspective of it's already passed me by. So where's the proof? Where are the signs that am I feeling better? Am I in tune with myself more? Am I having interactions that are more meaningful? Find the signs. There might not be any full-on result right now, but that's not why we're here. The bottom of the deck is the Pilgrim. The Pilgrim reminds us that it's not just the destination that's important, right? It's how we got there, what we did, how we learned, all the tools we now have that we can relate to in further projects. Right now, we've never done this before. And so we're feeling up in the air, like we have the frame in front of us or the canvas is there, but we don't know where to start. It's time to look for some signs, to take a minute to close our eyes, look around in our mind's eye or in our life and see the things that have gone well, how far we have come. And despite the not having the right patterns in front of us because we've never done this before, it's feeling better. And so the Pilgrim is saying that's the point. It's not the end result. You might not be in the house that you want, the relationship. Now, being in the relationship that you want does not to say that you have to end the relationship that you're in. It's to say that the interactions you're having in said relationship are not as fulfilling as you'd like them to be. And so now's the time to pay attention to the process of getting to that end result. How are you becoming a better partner? Not only to your partner, but to yourself. Back it up. How are you treating yourself? If you're in a relationship, say, where things are new and different, but you don't know how to ask for what you need, first assess and look into the signs of what you do need. What do you need? And how do you need to receive it? Now, therein lies the journey, that discovery, that contemplation, that turning off the big lights and using the flashlights to look around and pinpoint those specific things that are working for you. And then slowly, as your pattern emerges, you're able to find the groove that you were looking for. And then the pride in knowing that the end result is something you created and you're not done. That was just your first step into this new experience of creation that you've now been able to step into because you took the time to ask the questions, to discover the new things, that the what ifs. What if I were this type of person? What would that look like? What would I be doing? What would I be concentrating on? What would I be focusing on in order to change the algorithm in my mind that is only focusing on the things I don't like? When you're looking for a red car, all you see is red cars because your mind is focused on that. The algorithm is going to present. So change the pattern. If you're always getting news and information you don't like, what is it that you're focusing on that you could change in order to provide a new perspective and allow for the opportunities to come in and more growth? Because in focusing the light on the right parts, the flowers will bloom. That doesn't happen alone. Peonies don't open on their own. They need some help. But you have to provide that help to yourself too. So let's see if we can grab some tarot cards here and see if we have a little more detail on what's happening. Thank you for joining Couch Tarot. Why Couch Tarot? I have mobility issues and started doing my readings here and figured why not share these readings and these messages with other people. And so let's see what we've got from our tarot deck here. And what we can add to our message. What are we resisting? We need patience as I shuffle through the deck once with nothing. Okay. Alright, let's see what we've got. So here we've got the Three of Wands, the Six of Cups. This makes sense. The Six of Cups is confirmation in that we're paying attention to the wrong cups, right? We're focusing on the things maybe that we have done or the experiences we have had. And because we're trying to create something we've never created before, it's illusion trying to find the answers in those cups. We've never done it. This Three of Wands comes in to say, right, okay, we've got to follow different passions. We have to make decisions and choose a different way of proceeding in order to get to where we're trying to get. And here, followed that with the page. This is the page. Oh, yeah, Page of Pentacles. So new opportunities are going to fall in once we start following the different path. Where to go? Oops, wrong one. So once we start focusing on the right cups, right? Take out the disillusionment. Use your discernment to realize that, okay, yeah, this cup is not fulfilling anymore. This way of doing things is not what I want to see. So what do I want to see instead? We have to start picking the right path. And the right path means focusing on the things we do want. So it's like yesterday's card was the hunter. The hunter's not going to focus on the tracks of the animals he doesn't want to find, right? He's going to focus on the tracks of the animals he does want to find. And then by doing so, by allowing that focus to change into what you do want, it'll open up new opportunities. Because what happens is all of a sudden we become more susceptible to, wait, I see elk tracks at the same time I see raspberry bushes. And so then associations can be made, new connections can be made. We start finding new valleys and fields and whatnot. You know where I'm going with this. New opportunities will always present themselves once we start picking the right cups and changing our path to what we actually do want to lead toward or end up doing. And then the fun part comes in walking the path, because we get to discover all those new things along the way, providing us with opportunities, with new financial stability and fulfillment. This is also showing up with the Two of Pentacles here, where there is a new balance. You're balancing things better. And then here, the Ten of Wands. In many of the tarot decks, this card comes across as being the carrying burdens and whatnot. And what I like about this deck and this card is that, and it's mimicking the lantern. So we have confirmation in our lantern here that yes, at the beginning of this journey, it will seem cumbersome because we haven't actually finished we haven't picked up all the new things we're going to learn along the way, but we have to start somewhere. So here, the Ten of Wands usually being held in front of someone, and that depicts someone who's trying to overburden themselves in order to finish a task or what have you. But here, this deck is beautiful because, yes, you're not ready to let go of all the things yet, right? But you've packed them in such a way that things are organized and you're not burdened by it. You can now start your pilgrimage because your hands are free. Your hands are free not only to pick up new opportunities along the way, but to pull out the ones you no longer need as you start balancing things properly. As you start going in and picking the right cups, the staffs and the path that you'll be taking, the wands, will start to filter out. And then as you go through learning new things, discovering all the signs you need, you'll be able to step into that experience that you truly are meant to experience. The bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's a essence of giving and taking. We have to give and take this new experience. We have to, give ourselves a chance and take an opportunity. That is also how this card can be seen, not only in our physical world of give and take financially, but you have to give yourself 111 on the clock when I say this, or 1111. Give yourself the chance. Give yourself an opportunity to start a journey, to start the pilgrimage, so you can choose the right cup. You can make the discerning options when it comes to following your passions and allowing new opportunities to step into your life. The Hierophant here is also confirming that this is going to take practice. This is going to take potentially other people to help guide you along the way and help follow, whether it's a habit or a pattern or something that resonates with you, so that you can go forth and experience all the things, learning as you go and stepping into the experience of your dreams.